All right, so for the second video tonight, we're going to enter with the same setup. So come in, he pummels his feet inside, gets his grips, and goes through a basic spider guard from here, okay? So I'm going to go for the same position that I just did in the last video, where we get our grips, start to bring his back off. Going to do a little karate chop, down, grab the back of his pants, start to walk him forward. So I start to walk him forward, and I get the stack that I want, and I go back to this guiding principle of having my knee here, blocking his movement from this side. So now we're going to set the Darce up. And like I said in the last video, this is a much better submission to set up from a stack pass in no-gi, because there's not a lot of resistance, there's not a lot of things to catch as you're starting to drive yourself through from here. So the last one we just did, where I just showed you Ezekiel, was coming in with this hand. This time we're going to be coming across as if we're doing a normal, straightforward stack pass into our paper cutter. So I go my thumb inside, four fingers out. Start to, once again, guide him over. So this time, instead of transferring from here or doing anything, this hand now will go from an inside grip to a palm up. So I switch my grip to a palm up from here, and whilst he is transitioning into this and not allowing him to come all the way up, I'm now going to shoot my hand through and fall to my hip. You can see now that as I've fallen to my hip, I'm starting to close the space here on his shoulder on this side. My hand starts to shoot through until I get to here. Now I stay on my toes. I've got my hand through. I can feel my chest pressure already on this side, and my hand is like pointing up to like a 12, so north. Now I'll come through, grab my bicep, reach as far as I can through with my hand, and try to put my ear onto the back of my hand from here. I can now start to walk towards and get the tap. Comes on very, very quickly. If he falls to his side, other side. If he falls to his side, like he's trying to defend this, that's fine. I can keep my grips from here. I can start to build up, and then I can start to hit our normal Darce choke from like a side control position or a passing position. So don't ever lose it. Once it's held in that position there, you can always, if he goes flat, transition up to the other Darce as if we were doing it from the side control or the pass. So let's just run through that one again. Just going to enter in, get my grips. He's going to pummel, go to a basic spider guard. Going to keep my grips, start to move. And this is what I said in the other video as well. The grips don't matter. His grips are here, and he's got frames here. So if he holds tight like he's going to, and I just walk back, I don't need grips. But I don't want to give anything away here which enables him to be able to cut angles on me. So keep our grips. Start to bring him back, chop, back, elbows in, walk forward, drop to the knee, guiding knee in place. This time, instead of far side, we're coming in as if we're doing a paper cutter. I'm going to start to drive him over his shoulder. Before he gets to that position, I'm going to switch my grip from here to palm up, shoot through, and land on my hip. Land on my hip, grab my bicep as far as I can from my ear, start to walk and squeeze. The action for the Darce is keeping his head down. So I'm trying to get the back of my chest and my belly to start pushing his head down and compressing his chin to his chest. This arm coming through, this side here is cutting off the blood circulation to his brain on this side. And then this side here is using like a normal arm in triangle choke or anything like that, is using his shoulder to do the same thing here. So my shoulder, body weight, everything compresses. So the idea of the walk around, like I said tonight, is like the Homer Simpson walk, the whoop, 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 around in circles, is we're not changing our angle with it. So I don't go like this and then try to come up top, or I don't try to roll under like this and have him ending on top of me. I stay in this position the whole time, locking this up, and I walk my feet around into a circle. As I'm doing that, head pressure, elbows start to squeeze together, chest gets put in, hips start getting in, and all of a sudden all that space that he had beforehand is all gets compressed down, and that's how we get our blood choke from it. But we'll go through Darce in a little bit more detail. But But we'll do it in no-gi, so it's a lot easier to see where the hands are and all the rest of it. So thanks very much.